Today on Beyond the Cake, I'm thrilled to welcome a true visionary in destination weddings, Anastasiia Ivanova, founder of Dream Weddings Europe.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Julie, for
It's such
having
a
me
pleasure.
here.
Since 2012, Anastasia has crafted unforgettable celebrations from palaces in Sintra to estates in Tuscany and villas in the south of France, each marked by exquisite detail, flawless style, and a calm, creative touch. Today, she'll share her story, her planning philosophy, and top tips for couples dreaming of a wedding in Portugal. Welcome.
Woo! Sounds so good. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, first question, I want to know how you got started, why Portugal, what it is about destination weddings that kind of really makes you, motor.
Yeah, sure. Well, I've started 12 years ago. Um, and it was really an accident. Like, I didn't plan it. I didn't want to be a wedding planner or something. I was actually working in a travel business. I had my own small, very, very small, cute travel company. So I was just selling tours, all over the world. And
Were you
I
based
was,
here at the time?
sorry?
Were you based here at the time or were you?
No, I was based. That's what I wanted to say as well. I was based at that moment in Saint Petersburg, Russia,
Okay.
and I was basically living between Saint Petersburg and Finland, because my father is from Finland. So yeah, we were like all over. Um, but I loved Portugal. So I traveled to Portugal and I thought, what a beautiful, wonderful country. I would love to live here maybe one day. And at some point, one of my friends, it's actually my best friend, she was organizing like an exhibition in St. Petersburg about weddings. Like, it was supposed to
Oh,
be a very big exhibition. And she knew that I'm in a travel business, and I already done like some corporate events also in Europe. Like, it was back in the time, it was totally normal, not like now, unfortunately. Yeah, but she was like, don't you want to go there to my exhibition and talk maybe about Portugal because you love it so much? Maybe you could propose to organize some weddings there even. And I'm like, yeah, actually, such a great idea. And the funny thing is that that exhibition never happened.
oh, really?
Yeah, after
Why?
all, it never happened, but my business happened.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So
so I
from that,
started like with a very small kind of private group in a social media, like on Facebook. And then it started growing. I started going to Portugal. I got my first clients. It was something small always. And then I realized, like, okay, like now I'm traveling a lot to Portugal, so why wouldn't I move there? Yeah, and that's it. Here I am.
amazing. And now with your business, now that you've obviously grown and I know that you offer full-time planning, partial planning, and elopement packages. How do you help couples choose what fits them the best?
That's pretty easy. So obviously, we always have the first free of charge, of course, consultation with every couple who are interested in our service. And if the couple is not sure, are not sure about like what service to book, it's easy to explain because the full service is the full is the
Mhm.
fullest possible, like there is no any other word that express perfectly that service. So we are like personal managers, full-time working for every couple. Well, we do not have many couples, so that's why obviously we can make it happen. And the partial planning is more for couples who really have time and passion and want to take a part in the planning themselves, you know.
Okay.
So we provide more kind of support instead of like the full planning, doing all the things for them. It's more the couple who spend time talking to vendors. You know, for example, if you will meet once this kind of couple
Mhm.
from us, from our side, so the couple will email you usually. They will, yeah, they will directly
You
always talk to
organize
you.
the call.
Yeah, and we will basically meet with you only on the day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Unless I ask you to come over and have cake with me, right? Like,
Sure.
um, so along those lines, do you have any particular like favorite venues here in Portugal, and how do you kind of match those up with the couples in terms of their visions and their personalities and things like that?
Mhm. I think it's important to say that first of all, we never try to convince or push the couple to book any specific place that we think
Mhm.
works for them, or it's good for them. Of course, they have a full freedom to choose any venue in any place of the world that they like. When we are working with them on the venue search, because sometimes, you know, the couples come already with the
Right.
venue, yeah, to us. But if we help them, of course, we try just to give some opinions, give recommendations, you know, to help them compare pluses and minuses, because uh, perfection doesn't exist. Yeah, we try as much as possible, of course, but it doesn't exist. It's normal. And yeah, so that's what we do basically. But in terms of my favorite venues, if talking about Portugal, I think I should definitely highlight Penhalonga Resort,
Okay.
which is, I think, uh, pretty unique to based on what they have.
Yeah.
Some people could think, oh yeah, it's just another resort, like it's nothing interesting, even more like American style. Yeah, getting married at the resorts. That's what we hear actually pretty
Really?
a lot of time. Yeah, but
There's so
if
many different things you can do there. I mean, it's
yeah, yeah. I think what is important that people should clearly understand the comfort of having a wedding at Penhalonga Resort, which has a huge space, huge area with the main hotel, the private villas, the golf courses, the monastery of the, I think it's 17th century or something,
yeah,
where
that's
we actually have weddings. So it's you're like in Portugal in a space that pretty covered from the crowd of the city or like the touristic places. You are in the nature, and at
yeah.
the same moment you have a great luxury resort with a 5 stars quality of service. You have different restaurants, you have pool, spa, so you can relax and rest, but at the same time you give a short walk. You give a walk, so it's not at the same place. You give a short walk and you arrive to a like to another century. It's a
Yeah.
monastery that is also very well separated from anything else at the resort, where you can fully have a wedding outdoors, indoors, and besides of that, an amazing, beautiful Catholic church, a big
Mhm.
one. So many pluses at
Yeah.
this place that it's definitely rare to find something similar.
Yeah, with so many different scene changes and things like that.
Yeah.
So, um, when somebody brings you their vision and their, style, I guess
Mhm.
once you have the main, vendor selected, like the venue, I think is the most important, right? Because you need to know what we're talking about. But like, how do you then incorporate their vision and their style into all of the planning? Well, I guess we're talking about full planning at this point. Like,
Yeah, of course, of course. Well, that's also can be quite different, but I think it's important that we are trying to be very delicate always.
mhm,
Like, especially, for us, as for designers or for stylists, as for, I think, any creative like you, it's lovely and even easier sometimes when a client comes and say like, we want, I don't know, this colors maybe, and maybe this some small touches, but do your thing, do
yeah,
your,
you're the artist.
yeah,
Yeah,
create your magic. And we are like, oh my god, thank you so much, and start doing this. Yeah, but it's different when the clients have a very like strict vision of what they want. Yeah, and we are trying to be like, to, be delicate, but at the same time trying to help them if we think there could be something to improve,
mhm,
or maybe change a detail that will make a good impact. Or, and it depends, we talk, we see how it goes, and how the client, how the couple react on some of our comments, of course. But yeah, we never pushy, we never uh,
mhm.
convinced to do anything, just trying to help and achieve the best result. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's always interesting when you're trying to guide somebody, and if somebody has really strong
Mhm.
ideas, all you can do as the professional is just kind of suggest in your professional opinion, but at the end of the day, whatever they want, we're all here to make it happen, right? So,
Of course,
yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So we're just trying to improve and make it even better. But we are also totally fine if clients say, no, girls, we want this, and this. And
yeah.
that's it. We're like, yeah, okay, your wedding, your decision, no problem.
What percentage of your clients would you say are destination weddings? And from that, are there any like recurring challenges for destination weddings that you notice, and how do you get around those?
Yeah, I would say our weddings are maybe 90% destination weddings. So yeah, we are pretty much into it. And the biggest challenge, in my opinion, and it's very painful to be honest, and also understandable, is the trust.
Hmm.
Because for us, for wedding planner is definitely is one of the most crucial like parts of
Absolutely.
the whole process.
It's the right arm.
And yeah, it impacts the final result so much. Like finding, like now, back to 12, 10 years ago, it was not so difficult to choose a planner because there were not so many options. And now, what's happening with our business, like it's so many. I'm like, sometimes talking to the couple for the first time, like, guys, how you even found me? Like, I don't understand, there are so many companies, oh my god, every single person is a wedding planner. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's definitely challenging, even in Portugal, which is very small. That we have like one, two, three great cake designers like you, of course, in this list, but we have what, 50, 100 wedding planners or more?
Yeah.
I don't know, never counted, but it looks like it's like growing every year, this number.
Are most of your clients coming from referrals or from searches, do you think?
Um, I think actually it's all together. I
Okay.
see that we are pretty visible on Google. Of course, our Instagram works very well, and we have pretty much clients from there. And even the word of mouth also works nowadays after all these years.
Mm.
So yeah, it's different. but for example, not from any kind of websites like who present wedding professionals. They don't work.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm. But yeah, and yeah, so coming back to the trust is really difficult because I even don't know. I'm a perfectionist as well, and I'm even personally struggle to trust a company. You know, when you like know nothing about any area of the business or whatever, like any, I don't know. I need to fix my pipes. That's what was my challenge the past month. I need to fix my pipes in the apartment, and I was like, oh my god,
Where do you start?
where to search? What should I do? And so yeah, it was the same through Google, but I definitely was talking to several different companies trying to even get an idea of
Yeah.
what's happening in this market, in this business. And yeah, I imagine the same way for brides and grooms, but one thing is the pie,
Mm,
another thing is the wedding.
yeah. It's like the whole entire house. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's I don't know. I'm like, I hope that every single couple, guys, hear me. I wish you all a great experience with a wedding planner. And unfortunately, I would love to help you and say there is a like a small trick that will help you to choose the right one and never like regret it. But unfortunately, I don't have.
Well, I think there, I mean, like you said, there are a ton of wedding planners, just like there are a ton of cake designers, and there's a perfect fit somewhere for everybody, you know? And so,
I
like,
hope
that's
so.
also important to recognize, like, you don't have to be the right fit for everybody. You have to be the right fit for your
Oh
clients.
yeah, that's
And
for sure. Definitely, it should be a match. That's what I always say. Match personally, kind of visually. I don't know, in terms of the
yeah.
everything that the couple wants or what they have in their mind. And yeah.
Do you have a story that you could share with us about like an amazing client or a celebrity client or something kind of out of the box and memorable?
Yeah, sure. I have definitely some of them. I think I would share actually an interesting story that it's not something crazy, definitely, but I think it will be interesting for some people to hear. We had a wedding for the couple where the bride is an influencer from the United States. She's a digital influencer. She's very popular on TikTok, especially. And when they reached us, they like told us a story about what happened because they were already in the middle of the process. So
Oh,
it was not the beginning yet. They were in the middle of the process, and they say like, look, we have already two wedding planners fired, basically.
okay.
Yeah.
And you're
So
like,
yeah, and I was the third one. And the couple, like, I never tried because it was not the first time, and I never tried to kind of, you know, ask everything like, oh, I'm curious what's happening, like, etc. No, I tried to be very also delicate in this case, and at least get an idea of what was the reason, like what was the main aspect to fire those planners. And the
yeah,
couple said it was like lack of responses, lack of attention, and that the planners were not, seemed like they are not interested in them. Like after making a contract, the planner was not paying as much attention as the couple wanted. I was like, okay. And I don't know, for example, Julie, in your case, but in our business, sometimes we are a bit afraid of this type of couples because, I people are different. What
right.
you are like starting immediately thinking, like, what if our service would also not be enough for them? What if we will not be enough for them? Like,
Mm.
of course, we do not want that experience, not for us, not for the couple. And so I was like a little bit.
A lot of people don't understand. I get that all the time too. And a
Yeah,
lot of people don't understand that we're all trying to balance like the wedding of the week with the wedding that is coming up in a year. And you have to give everybody the same amount of time. But in the end of the day, when it's their week, you want to be able to give them all the attention. So that's really hard. And I
yeah,
also
yeah,
really
definitely.
nervous about those kinds of clients, but you kind of just have to explain up front how that works, and not that you're ignoring. But I hear that too. Like a lot of people get ghosted, not only by vendors, but also by clients. It's I think
Oh, yeah, that's
it's people
definitely.
power at this point, right? Like,
Of course, yeah. We used to be ghosted by our clients because we always like saying something, texting something, but yeah, that's we understand. But yeah, so in this case, I was also like a little bit unsure what to do. So I was trying to be also very clear with them in terms of what they should expect, because the situation was, they, after that bad experience, they decided that they want to try the partial planning, because again, a half of the way was already done.
right,
And so they needed like some kind of help with some other vendors, like etc. And Asher, who was the groom, was ready to basically take, spend some time on this, like on talking to vendors, etc. So for them it was okay. And for the bride, what was important is the styling. So what we offered is separately the partial planning that doesn't include the styling that we do in the full planning, and separately the full styling process.
interesting.
Yeah, and it was actually a great experience for all, for both, for the couple and for us. The bride was so easy to communicate, so easy to make the styling, which is sometimes the most challenging part, because you need to read a person's, even kind of like a psychologist, to understand what the person wants, and yeah, etc. And yeah, she was amazing. She approved the styling immediately, like without any concerns. And all the way, they were a great couple. They respected our time. They respected, I don't know, everything. Like it was a seamless, perfect experience. And then that wedding was everywhere on TikTok. The bride was talking about everything, also about the bad experience, without saying names, of course. And I still don't know the names as well. Yeah.
That's
So
you don't need to. It doesn't.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, of course, we are always curious, but I
Yeah.
never asked. And yeah, so it was such a great result after all. And I'm happy that it turned out this way. I'm sad that they had a bad experience in the beginning, definitely, because it's also, yeah, it's like not very nice to hear that your colleagues failed up somewhere. Like,
But it's nice to know that you managed to like swoop it up and
yeah.
turn it around. So I know that you say details make perfection, right?
Mhm.
And I wanted to ask you if you can think of like the top 3 little details that make the biggest impact.
Oh, top three. That top three is a bit
I don't know, just
difficult.
your most important ones.
I think I would say that, details actually are everywhere. It's not just the details in the decor or details in the venue or anywhere else. It's literally everywhere. Like, some people could think that the having a beautiful high quality fabric napkin on the
Mm.
plate doesn't make much sense, like it's something that nobody will notice. But no, it's a detail that has such an impact,
Yeah.
because it's a touch, even like.
Also, a representation of the couple, right? Like it's
It's,
such a personal.
yeah. It's everything. I mean, we are always also suggest our couples, if they need it, we suggest them some different options where to spend more, where to save. So, like this kind of thing, or giving the guests like heel protectors for ladies, so they
Oh
do
yeah,
not the
especially
heel doesn't go to the ground, or providing like restroom baskets with like sunscreens or refreshing sprays and peels for the pain or like whatever. Those are details, but such important for the guests. It's such they feel so welcoming. Like, don't spend money on the welcome sign. It
yeah,
doesn't really matter. Spend money for the restroom basket. That's matter.
yeah. It's
So
all, I think it's all about making the experience enjoyable for the guests,
mhm,
right? All those little
mhm.
details.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Same thing like, okay, the bridal dress has the feathers. The dress is full of feathers. Let's incorporate those feathers like somewhere else in the ceremony, in the stationery, in the cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the line of the concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are so many really little things that can be incorporated, and we always do it, and always trying to, yeah, uh, make that experience, any experience, much better than in these small details.
More personalized. So
Mhm.
going back to the cake, because you mentioned cake.
Oh, yeah, best part.
What, in your opinion, what role does the wedding cake play in the wedding, and how do you help the couples choose the right cake vendor, position, like the whole thing? How do you choose, how do you help them to kind of make the right decisions? Because a lot of people, they've never bought and designed a wedding cake before, or something to that scale. So I think it could be scary for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's the most fun part. I don't know if you are talking about this like online or somehow, that still a lot of people don't understand that those huge cakes with an amazing design like flowers are mostly not real. Yeah,
Right.
like still a lot of people think they're, look, oh my god, how you can create that
Yeah.
that cake in life, like it's impossible. But yeah, there's a there's a secret inside of it. But I love the cakes. I think the cake is the final touch, final moment of your kind of an official part of your celebration. So that's when it's like, for me personally, yeah, it's like that goes how the day goes, ceremony, cocktail, dining. Then this cake is like the last wow moment
Mm.
before the party. So, and then the official part is over, and you start just
Dancing.
drinking, dancing, yeah, having a lot of fun. But so that's the cake for me. It's a sort of, that point.
It marks the celebration, for sure.
Exactly, yeah, as well, and the point where something ends and something starts. I really love it, and I love to make it very, like, very, very wow.
Yeah, me too.
Obviously.
Okay, I'm going to skip to the last question because I have a couple of rapid questions I
Mhm.
want to ask you at the end. So the last question is about trends. Trends coming up. Do you see anything coming up that's important to note?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I see something special. I am really more into the classical weddings in terms of the way it goes, maybe, and the way it looks, let's say. But I also like, and I think it will be, for some years, a big trend, like having sort of a more modern and minimalist
Hmm.
designs. I like it as well. Yeah, but maybe a bit more creative than just having even the cake. It's minimalist and plain and modern is not just having a white cake. Yeah, it's
Yes.
totally different.
Yeah.
It's like that those are the structures, those are specific kind of, sometimes even weird constructions, and yeah,
Unexpected. I think unexpected is a good word.
unexpected as well. Yeah, true.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a couple questions. They're meant to be one word answers, if you can, or one word or one phrase.
Mhm.
So, favorite first dance song?
Um, um, no, no
No,
one.
no one. Dream celebrity client.
Capitan America, that was just got married, so I lost him already.
Okay. Tradition you love the most.
um, I would say I love the most maybe the petals toss at the end of the ceremony.
That's so nice. Okay, something that's worth the splurge.
Um, Difficult to decide. I would say anything that you guys think
Cake.
makes sense for yourself. Cake, of course. I mean, for me, it would be maybe, yes, the very delicious cake. Very delicious. That's what I
Good
love.
answer. Good answer. Okay, last question. Don't stress over.
Um, don't stress over how the day goes if you have a good planner on the back.
Yes, great answer. Okay, so that was amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate your sharing some of your stories and your experience. Um, if anybody's listening in and they're newly engaged and they're dreaming of a destination wedding in Portugal, I would say that we've found your girl here. And you can find more of Anastasia's portfolio at dreamweddingseurope.com. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you very much as well. It was really a fun and lovely conversation. And I wish you luck with this amazing project and with all the cakes and more delicious cakes
Thank
from
you.
you.
Well, my assistant and I are off for the
Oh,
rest of the day. Thank you so much.
thank you. See
Talk
you.
to you soon. Bye.